how does the Bengals offense match up here against the Rams defense? So we know the Burrow-Chase combo that wound up facing Jalen Ramsey. We know how good he is and how elite he is and how the Jags screwed that up. We saw Brandon Ayuk have some success against the Rams. Maybe Higgins or Boyd can make some plays. So how do you break this one down with 13 days to go?
Yeah, I think it sets up very well for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we alluded to this in the first segment, but there's no quarterback in the NFL that was better under pressure than Joe Burrow this year. Yards per pass attempt, he gets the ball off. He can scramble a little bit, and he's done that more as he's gotten healthy and as the playoffs have progressed. He's probably going to do it a lot in the Super Bowl because it's the Super Bowl. You don't need to rest for another game. So, the Bengals, they'll run the ball a little bit. Joe Mixon is still an underrated running back who can break off those big chunks. He'll go for a couple yards, but still break off a couple big chunks. Also very effective as a receiver, though. So, the Rams are going to bring pressure. They're probably going to try and shut down Jamar Chase with Jalen Ramsey. It's not going to matter because T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon, it's enough to get it done. I think that this Cincinnati Bengals offense is in for another good game.
Pearce, do you agree with that?
I do. We're going to hear a lot about the trenches and the pressure on Burrow for the next 2 weeks, and rightfully so. But Joe Burrow has had almost no protection whatsoever, and he just keeps winning games. The Rams are third when it comes to sacks, but they also blitz at inside the top third in terms of rate of sack or blitzing. But when you look at pressure and quarterback knockdowns, they're in the bottom third in the league. So when they don't blitz, they don't get to the quarterback. So if they are going to blitz, then you're going to have open receivers. You can't double team Jamar Chase if you're blitzing. And if you even try to do that, then T. Higgins is going to be wide open. And if you look at the Rams stats, it kind of bears that out. They're in the bottom third when it comes to yards allowed, when it comes to yards after the catch, when it comes to missed tackles. They can try to play with fire and try to blitz Burrow, but if they miss, he's going to absolutely destroy them.
All right, so AJ, we know Burrow absorbed a record 9 sacks and that went over the Titans. He stayed upright against the Chiefs. I mean, Aaron Donald is going to be breathing down his neck.
Yeah, absolutely. But I agree with these guys. I think the Bengals will be fine here, and they'll scramble Burrow out a little bit. Maybe even call some intentional, get him out of the pocket, get him moving a little bit. Look, the Rams' bread and butter, especially in the postseason, has been the run defense. They allowed just 54 yards per game in the postseason here. And so I think they're going to try and force them to throw because they think they can shut down Jamar Chase. But I agree with these guys. I think if you try and do that, it's not necessarily going to pay off. And, from a betting standpoint, Chase probably needs to score if the Bengals are going to win this game. You can get him on the DK Sportsbook at plus 100 to score a TD. I love that bet all day, and I'll definitely take that one.